Good morning, everyone. Have you ever planted a seed? Have you ever scratched the soil and dropped in a seed and then waited to see if anything would happen? Have you wanted to scratch the dirt to see if the seed is starting to sprout yet? If that little green shoot is starting to make its way through? If you've done something like that, if you've planted a seed and have wanted to see it grow, then you'll really enjoy Mark chapter 4. Because here Jesus continues to tell the good news of the kingdom of God and how the kingdom of God is spreading and growing, though we may not see it. And it's the theme of the seed that runs through this chapter. He begins with a story of a farmer scattering seed across the field. And some of it falls on good soil. And that's great. That's where a farmer wants it to fall. It will take root, it will grow, it will bear fruit. Some of it will fall on rocky soil. And that's not so good because the water can't get right to it and it's growing up amongst these rocks and thorns and there's so much going on that it's a struggle. And some of the seed will fall on the path where it's just eaten by birds and taken away. Which of these seeds represents you, do you think? Has the seed of the gospel of Jesus Christ been planted in your heart and is it bearing fruit? Or is it battling amongst all the rocks and thorns, the cares and worries of your life? Or has it just been eaten by crows like a seed on a path? Jesus uses the story of planting a mustard seed, that it's so small and yet it grows to a tree that's big enough to house plenty of birds. He tells the story of planting a seed, but you can't see what happens to it. It just grows and the wheat appears. This is the good news of the gospel, the good news of the kingdom of God, that the kingdom of God is continuing to grow. And then at the end of the chapter, Jesus is in a boat with his friends and a storm arises. They, though they are experienced fishermen, are terrified. Jesus, who is not an experienced fisherman, is asleep. And so they wake him up. "Teacher, don't you care that we're going to drown?" Jesus stands up, says, "Peace, be still." And then looks at his friends and says, "Why are you so afraid? Where is your faith?" Oh, the good news of the kingdom, the good news of Jesus, that he is with us in the storms of life, no matter what may come to us. This is good news.